What's the deal, y'all? I've been making a lot of PowerPoints lately. The reason I've been making them is just because I wanna make my thoughts clearer to y'all. I want y'all to really be able to get a feel for what I'm saying and visually see it and all that. You feel me? So this is something that I came up with on my own. If it's something that y'all want me to break down or if it's a topic y'all want me to talk about, just put it in the comment section. Like the last video that I posted, it was in the comment section from the comments. Um, yeah, so if you want me to talk about something, just put it in the comment section, man. But this is something that I came about on my own because I think it needs to be talked about. Nobody is talking about this, especially nobody my age and who really has their hands on the youth. And I wanted to mention something real quick that I thought was funny. So I posted a video um, on AI, reacting to all of the different AI models, reacting to Mark Zuckerberg saying he's going to create friends out of robots and all that crazy stuff. And one of y'all commented, stole this from New Life Tools. And number one, I don't know how you can steal a reaction video from somebody else. I was literally watching like a Canva commercial. I was showing y'all a little boy in high school. He made an entire fitness AI app, calorie AI app. Cal AI is what I believe it's called. And then I showed y'all the Mark Zuckerberg clip, basically just pointing y'all, or at least trying to give y'all what's really happening to humanity. You see what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people really see all of the technological advancements and think that humanity is over with, which they are right to a certain extent. Humanity as we know it is done, but you are going to live on. That's why I have evolution in front of you right now, because we are evolving. Now, back to the New Life Tools thing, man. I thought it was funny just because, number one, New Life Tools, he's the first person I ever heard say something about universal basic income. I never heard nobody say anything about universal basic income before New Life Tools. Shout out to New Life Tools, man. Uh he's the first spiritual, or I would say indigenous person that I began listening to on YouTube. When I got done having a bad spiritual experience, and it wasn't even a bad experience, but one that scared the fuck out of me. You see what I'm saying? Once I got done getting through that, I did nothing but watch New Life Tools for like weeks on weeks end, just appreciating all of the information. It's even been times where I'm in the dream world or the astral plane or whatever y'all want to talk about, and I'm in like a school like setting, and this nigga is watching me. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was there when I first knew how to fly in my dreams. When I first figured out that I could fly in my dreams, the nigga New Life Tools was there. You see what I'm saying? When I first not when I first when somebody was trying to tell me how to come over my headaches, because I get headaches almost every day. And it's like a pressure point in my head that I can press, a certain point in my head that I can press in order to get rid of the headaches. He was the one trying to show it to me. But I said, nah, nigga, let me do it. You feel me? Let me do it on my own. Anyways, though, shout out to New Life Tools, man. Lindo Sama is definitely a New Life Tools viewer. 100%. I watch all this shit. I'm not into all the spell casting and all that. Whatever I do in the future is what I do in the future. But he definitely put me on to a lot of things. Like, I got a helmet all on my door. I got a helmet all right above my setup. It's a lot of shit, man. Y'all got to tap in. Anyways, though, I just wanted to get that quick little shout out. We gonna talk about evolution. And so what we gotta understand is evolution is the process by which populations of living organisms change over time through changes in their genetic makeup. Over generations, these genetic changes can lead to the development of new species and the diversity of life as we see it today. Now, I got this picture to the right just because this is the most common evolution theme. Some niggas really think that we came from monkeys. What we gotta first and foremost understand is, how the fuck does a species evolve, but the species is still the species? You see what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck would we evolve from monkeys and monkeys is still monkeys? If we started off at monkeys, all monkeys would be human-like right now. We is not from them. Anyway, so the scientific definition is the change. The scientific definitioning. What? Bro, I gotta calm down when I start recording these videos. I be having to calm down. This shit is ridiculous. So the scientific definition is that evolution is the change in the heritable characteristics of biological populations over successive generations, primarily driven by mechanisms such as natural selection, mutation, genetic drift, and gene flow. It explains how all living organisms are related through common ancestry and how they have adapted to their environments over millions of years. How they have adapted to their environments over millions of years. However, for humans, it's different, and we're going to get into it later on. But one thing that I want y'all to understand before we get into this is what spirit is, or what God is, or just whatever you believe in, whatever divine force takes place on the planet. What we have to understand is it is a timeless creative energy that exists in everything. All is in the all, and the all is in all. Dead ass. Shout out to the Kabbalion. And I ain't Christian or nothing. I just thought this art right here was cold as hell. There's some tough ass art. So it expresses itself through us and guides humanity towards mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. In this way, human evolution isn't just random. It's it's a divine unfolding, helping us become more aware of our true nature and our unity with all life, our unity with the all. So what we got to understand is, regardless of how you put it, if you look back in the history, all you is going to see is evolution. That's all you going to see. If you look back into history, all you is going to see is evolution. We have done nothing but evolve. Now I understand. They're going to be like, well, shit was stolen from us. Given the history that we have right now, knowing that we come from cavemen, even if we was robbed, what we got to understand is right now we are in a constant state of evolution. What goes on this planet is intentional. Everything happens for a reason. Everything we experience is an evolutionary process, bro, put into place by God. Even all of this destruction that y'all see is purposeful. All of it is purposeful in order to get back to the source. Eventually, humans is going to get back to the source. Eventually, humans is all going to go back to God. Dead ass. Even the technology that y'all see, this is all intentional. All the technological advancements that you see is intentional in order to further evolve us as a race, as a species, whatever you want to call it. So technology is anything created by humans to make tasks faster, easier, or more efficient. So tools, machines, processes, systems, all of this is technology. Technology is more than just your phone, more than just your TV. Anything that can fall under these categories to make tasks easier, faster, or more efficient that a human created is technology. Technology evolves as human understanding and creativity grows, shaping how we live, work, and connect, man. So think about this, right? Go back as far as you can into history and think about how many quote unquote jobs have been taken from humans. Now we just at the point where we is not going to have to do a lot of shit even further on to a whole further degree, but we can go all the way back to the Stone Age. So technologies that took human jobs across the ages. You got the Stone Age. We created hand axes, flint knives, and hammer stones, spears, bows. We use fire as a tool, and that reduced the need for strength in hunting and cutting. So that's taking a quote unquote job right there. Then you go to the next age, the Bronze Age. So you got bronze tools and weapons, pottery wheels, and early plows. That improved food production and storage, right? Also the weaponry quality. You got the Iron Age, iron plows and hoes, iron swords and armor, iron nails and construction tools. These larger buildings and better agriculture, all of these tools, all of this technology made our lives easier. And then you got the classical age. We got water wheels, pulley systems, catapults, ballistas, all this different shit, plumbing, supported large populations and increased productivity. So all of this shit that we seeing is quote unquote taking jobs, right? The only thing that we see now is the human mind is still evolving. We just spoke about how humans created all of these different things as we evolved. We are going to continue to create. So human evolution is fundamentally mental development because the most significant changes over time have occurred in our cognitive abilities, not just our physical form, our cognitive abilities. As our brains evolved, particularly the areas responsible for reasoning, language, and abstract thinking, we gained the capacity for complex problem solving, self awareness, and emotional depth. This mental evolution allowed us to create tools, develop languages, establish moral systems, and all of this shit that shaped the way we live and interact today. Our advanced minds led to the rise of art, science, technology, and society itself. Concrete reflections of our inner intellectual and imaginative growth. Through these creations, the evolution of the human mind becomes visible in the world, demonstrating that true hallmark of human evolution is the power and expression of thought. So, let's look at today's society. And I know this text is kind of small. I wanted to put it all on here because I think it's important for y'all to really realize what is taking place and what is going on. That's why it's important for you to be growing. This screen right here is going. I'm gonna put it into perspective for y'all, bro. So in 2025, we're at a turning point in history where humans are creating powerful technologies like AI, Neuralink, and robotic automation. These tools are rapidly changing how we work, think, and live, and they signal a shift toward a future where machines take over many of the physical and mental jobs people once did. Y'all seeing AIs is coding and all type of crazy shit now. They coding entire websites in seconds. In seconds. So all that shit y'all went to school for, that shit about to go out the window. AI can now do tasks that require thinking, like writing, designing, or diagnosing illnesses. I told y'all, when I told y'all that the doctors was going to be gone, and someone was in the comments saying, nah, you tripping. A lot of y'all was saying that because y'all don't see it. Y'all can't comprehend that. Y'all can't imagine that. But you have to look into a screening. It was an entire fucking research experiment that took place last year. AI, it was like 4 AIs and 1 real doctor. And the real doctor performed worse than the AIs in detecting cancer in people. You can look this up. Robots and automation are replacing physical labor in factories, warehouses, and even farming. So I had an example in my notes, and I was talking about the cotton gin when niggas was picking cotton back in the day, right? However, even though the cotton gin made the fucking industries boom, you feel me? So since the production was going crazy, they needed more slaves because of the cotton gin. But eventually, nigga, they ain't need slaves no more. It would be smarter, which is why we were freed, because it was a smarter financial decision to let the slaves go and actually work for the economy. See what I'm saying? Instead of working for free. It's an economic move. They still use cotton gins till this day. See what I'm saying? Neuralink and brain-computer interfaces aim to directly connect the human brain to technology, potentially allowing humans to control devices with thoughts alone. Can y'all imagine how life is going to be when niggas is walking around with fucking computer chips in their hand? Bro, you already have a fucking $1,500 device in your hand that can tell you anything you want to know. Everybody has their own Jarvis right now. Everybody has had their own Jarvis for years and years and years. When the fuck was Siri implemented? That's Jarvis. These tools are doing the same thing the plow, the water wheel, and the computer once did, lifting burdens off of human shoulders. As machines take over repetitive and strenuous tasks, humans as a collective have more time and mental space to focus on creativity, connection, and problem solving. Can explore art, design, philosophy, healing, and innovation, areas where the human spirit thrives. Begin to evolve socially and spiritually, moving beyond survival and into expression and higher purpose. This is a part of a broader human evolution from survival to creativity, from labor to consciousness. Imagine a world where Basic needs are met through automated systems. People are free to invent, imagine, and collaborate. Technology works with human consciousness and not against it. This is not science fiction. It's the direction we're heading in, and 2025 is a key moment in the shift. The technologies being developed in 2025, like AI and Neuralink, are not just tools, they're signs of a new era, and that's what I've been trying to tell y'all and my family for so long. As machines take on the heavy lifting of work, humans are being freed to evolve mentally, spiritually, and creatively. This is not the end of human purposes. It may be just the beginning. So this is what I want y'all to understand. There is nothing to fear coming on. Obviously, we in a dark time right now. We have to get out of this dark time. But once we get out of it, there is going to be a clear divide of the NPCs and the chosen ones. This is why I be saying this is the year of separation. Because a lot of the people that you cool with are not, bro. Once we have this floor, right? Once we have this platform to where we're lifted of the burden of all of this tedious bullshit, of this fucking slavery. Once this slavery don't exist no more, then what? What are you going to do when you are receiving universal basic income, which Elon Musk said that he was trying to implement via all of this shit that I just showed y'all? Universal basic income is basically you are getting paid just because. You're getting paid to live. Because these robots are doing all of the jobs for you, you are getting paid to live. You don't have to pay no robot no insurance. You don't have to pay no robot no overtime. You don't have to pay no robot no motherfucking sick days. You don't have to pay no. The robot is working 24 hours around the clock, man. They less maintenance than you. All they gotta do is if something fuck up, go fix the glitch, go fix a wire, do whatever you gotta do, then go home. And who's to say they won't have a robot for that? So this is what I'm saying. The divide is going to be so crucial because it's really going to show who has something within them. Who is just money driven and who is purpose driven. Who really wants to evolve their state of consciousness and who wants to just sit in the house and do nothing all day. It's all going to show. So, hey, man, I hope y'all ready for it. I'm very excited to see what the future holds. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Like I said, if you got something you want me to talk about, you got something you want me to turn into a PowerPoint, let me know and I will do it. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Pull up to the Twitch, bro. Link in the description, man. I ain't playing.